What's good, guys? Yeah, what's happening, people? Sorry, I'm late tonight, man. I've been trying to put so many things in order, um, but I'm just gonna make sure, like, I had to come on. I ain't gonna let you guys down. But we've got some price to talk, man. We got some stuff to talk about. Yes, Tom, what's going on? Kamarian, what are you saying? Swarthard Productions, how you doing? I've not seen you in here. If you're new, thank you very much for passing through, man. We'll talk that, man. We'll get to that. Just gonna wait for a few people to come in. Jubilee, Jubilee. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Hands up, what's happening? My fellow anglers, you know. We're all anglers. This is it. We are all fishermen. Aiden, how you doing, man? Mark, how you doing? Mark Joseph, what's good? Lucky, I know what a day. Dan, how you doing, bro? I'm glad you like the video. You know, part of what I'm gonna do with these lives is to really, you know, work out what it is that you guys are thinking. Because I can just sit here and just talk all night about trading, but paying attention to what you guys thinking is going to allow me to work out how I need to deliver the way you guys can evolve as traders. You know, that's the key thing. Call it you guys are effectively the sample size. I'm working out what consistent questions do you ask all the time, and over the past few days with the lives, it's always been, should I buy or should I sell? Should I buy? Should I sell? And that, hesitation is a massive thing. And I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people need to overcome. Fifth element, what's good? Hi Gurkha, how you doing? Ken and Barbie, what's happening? Vasco, what are you saying, bro? Just wait for a few more people. Erica, how you doing? It's great seeing the regulars, man. It's awesome. Oh, I've got my cup of tea ready. It won't be a super long live tonight because I'm conscious that you guys, you're trying to get stuff sorted out in your houses and your businesses. I don't know what you guys do and what have you, but I feel like I'm taking up all your time. Of course, yeah. I like that, man. Let's tackle some science. Ray, what's good? Mr. Scotch. Crypto ETH7, how you doing, bro? You good? I'm good, Erica, thank you. I'm really good. I'm really good. I'm blown away by the subscribers, man. 1,000 subscribers. That's wild. I'm so grateful for that, man. In such a short time as well, man. You know? It's been mad. I've got a few more people to pass through yet. I'm waiting for crypto. Hi, George Ringer. That's my mother. My mother's appeared. What's up, mum? My mum's a loyal servant to the live. She's here all the time. I hope, man. If we're a big YouTuber, then happy days. Ah, talk about silver, yeah? Silver gold, sorry. Gold, is it gold? Silver. No, silver, ain't it? I'm in a 4 coin ether trade. Sold at 13.14. Is this a false push up? You sold at 13.14. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'm going to create a video where I'm discussing all the forex pairs. And now that you like gold, I mean it's gold and silver, I'll talk about gold and silver. I like those commodities. And because Mondays, guys, you've got. Oh, I'll get into it in a minute. I'll get into it in a minute. Hello, Matthew. How you doing, my friend? Vasco, you're a gentleman, man. Thank you, bro. Guys, you got to understand when we do these lives every day, right? We're paying attention to price action, all right? And what you are going to find that sometimes the moves don't play out. Sometimes when we're waiting for one move to happen, what's really happening is the real move behind the scenes, right? Now, today's move to the downside was a fast move. It dropped so many points in such a short space of time. And we know that's a false move. They may be getting the range ready. So once everyone's in the room, I'm going to start drawing up some charts. And we're going to see where we go with this. Thank you, Aiden, man. I know, man. It's been wild. We'll get to that in a sec, Rays. We'll wait till about 50, 60 people come into the room. I haven't actually shared this across. I need to get the Discord link up, so give me a second, guys. How you guys finding the Discord? I know I haven't been contributing much to the Discord, but I will acknowledge everyone that has contacted me on there. I will acknowledge everyone. Okay, cool. Diamond, what's good, man? Dan, what do you do here? Dan, everyone's situation is different, man, and I hear that, bro. And whatever insight you can get from this, then I know I'm doing my job properly for it, you know? So I'm glad you're here. Yeah, the Discord itself is not finished yet, guys. I've got a team of people that are helping me so much, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. I have no idea about Discord. I know how to join a Discord, but I have no idea how to set up a channel. And, thanks to Crypto Wealth, you know, him and his daughter, have sorted it out. And I've got, Nikesh as well. I've got Hands Up, Ken and Barbie, Pietro. Those guys, the moderators, the regulators, they're the ones that are holding it down in the Discord chat. So credits to them, man. Yeah, man, that's what we're trying to do. Yo, Soul, what's good, Soul? Nice to have you, bro. Nice one, Mark. Nah, hands up, man. Wicked. Yeah, it's been mad these past few days, man. It's been crazy, you know? Right, let me get this shared across Twitter. Alright, wait a second. Okay, here we go. Close that. Share that. Copy link. Where are we at with this? Done. Up there. Alright, cool. Where are we at here now? Hey Alfredo. Will India try ban Bitcoin affect crypto? It's unlikely that it will affect it because most of the volume of crypto is coming, from the States, from Europe. So who knows? Who knows? Pac-Man, what's good, man? Lucifer. Yes, Nikesh, what's going on, brother? No worries, Nikesh, man. You take it easy, bro. You take it easy, man. Thank you, Swat the Productions. I can't pronounce that, man. Yeah, it's all speculation, man. But do you see what I mean, guys? Purely on the speculation of someone or a source of information saying that it could be banned in India, okay? It's taken effect on the actual price itself, you know? And that's the issue with cryptocurrency. I'm saying cryptocurrency is exactly like Forex in the sense where every single week there's a news announcement, okay? At least in Forex, the market behaves itself and stays in a range before the news comes out. We know when the news is going to come out. They come out every single week and we can plan our trades around those news announcements, all right? But cryptocurrency, you can just be trading, happy days, and then all of a sudden someone leaks something and there's not even a credible source behind it and it'll affect the price. So, we're not at the stage yet where cryptocurrency is stable in the sense where we can maintain consistent market behavior. All it takes is someone of influence on Twitter just to say Ethereum, or you've got Reddit. Look what they're doing to GME. It's just wild. As I'm saying to you guys, we are now going through a financial evolution, you know, and we've been worried about market makers when really the people who create the liquidity for the market makers are now stepping in and twisting everything up. Norella, how you doing? Vasco, give me a few minutes, man. We're going to be talking about positions. I mean, I can't give financial advice. You need to make sure that you're managing your position correctly, okay? But, I'll get to that in a second. Cynics Gaming, man, what's good? How you doing? Nice to have you. I know I've come on a bit late tonight, guys. D-Live, what's up? Aiden's Long, okay. Manoa Productions. Oh, wicked. Manoa, wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. That's good, man. I can say your name, man. Well, it's not, your name might not be hard, man. It's just my pronunciation of it. I haven't got it down yet. Warthog Productions. Let's stick with Manoa, yeah. I'm gonna struggle with that. Right, it's crypto coming in. Even Butcher saying. That's so bad, man. Yeah. Thank you, Cody. Yo, Cody, man, where you been? Thank you 1,000, man. That's wicked. Guys, thank you, lot. You know, no two ways about it. That's the channel has been there since day one, and it's you guys that brought it up to that level, and that for I'm forever grateful for that, man. And whatever milestone we hit next, But for me, the important thing is that you guys are getting the context. That's the important thing for me. you know I need you guys to get into to come out of the idea of just because you've purchased doesn't mean that it's going to go in your direction. And there have been many instances, guys, where I've done streams and I've said price could go this way, but it also could go the other way, and it actually goes the opposite direction. But this is what you guys have got to get used to, because when you know what patterns to look for as and when they appear, okay, you can have one W formation and it doesn't work out. The next W formation and it does work out, you get paid on it. because you're always going to put in a criteria, okay? And the amount of times I've said to you guys, the only time you're going to consider an entry is if there's a break, retest, continuation. And I can imagine how much money people have saved themselves by sticking purely to that basis, all right? And I get you want to get involved, you know, I know you want to get involved, and I know you guys feel like you don't want to miss out on any mooning in price. Guys, it's not about the moon, you know? Stop trying to catch something and hope that it moons out, you know? It's like someone will say to me, you know, why do you think swing trading is not as good as scalping? And I say, well, if it takes you 2 days to make 100 pips, well, all I need to do is open 10 trades and make 10 pips on each trade. And I can open 20 trades, okay, and make 5 pips. My average daily trading totals about 20, 25 trades a day. It doesn't matter, you know. I can do that on a small entry basis on scalping, you know. But it all depends on the market that I'm trading. You know, if dollar yen, for example, looks like it's showing me signs of me being able to scale into a position, or should I say scalp, I'll apply a scalping mentality in the morning. Or if I just want to catch a certain move to the 50-day, then I'm going to load up on my entry and then wait till the 50 days hit, you know. So it all varies. It's all about adaptability, guys, you know. You need to be able to adapt. Channel's got passion written all over it. I love trading, bro. That's what it is, man. Scott, what's good, man? Yes, the grind is rough. It has to be rough, because if you don't love your grind, okay, then, you know, at any point you could just pull away from it. You know, they say that if something's not hard enough, it's not worth doing, kind of thing. You know, if it's easy, there's a good chance you're just going to pack it in and not bother with it anymore. And that's the logic that I apply to trading. The amount of times I've been where, you know, I've lost money and I've just sat in dark rooms, gone for long walks, you know, and literally just lost myself in thought. And all I was saying to myself, why did you do that? How easy was it to close that trade? All you had to do was press that stupid button on the mouse. Why were you hesitant? Your finger was even on the mouse. You even moved the cursor to go over the actual arrow, or the cursor to close the trade. I literally looked at every aspect of it and asked myself, why didn't you just change then? Why didn't you just close it? Why wouldn't you take £100 loss? Why did you take a £500 loss? You know, what's your logic, man? Are you stupid? Because that's really what it boils down to. Stupidity. You know the dynamics of the game. You know what is required of you in trading. So why do you deviate from the norm? Like, why, you know, it doesn't make sense. You know? And that's sort of, how can I put it to you? The critical advice that I give myself every single day when I'm trading. You know, I'm just like, you know, what are you doing? You know, I make mistakes, and I'm sat here telling people, you know, how to learn how to trade. You know, so I'm not perfect. You know, I make mistakes. And if I didn't make mistakes, then I'd be one egotistical trader, which you guys would be able to smell a mile off. And then I'll just fall into the category of the moon boys, you know, and I'll just be another channel in the stream, you know. Yeah, Ethereum is what you're going to find with these streams, guys, okay, is I'm getting you guys used to the idea of looking at charts and understanding what to see. You know, is what to expect and what is required from price at certain points. You know, we ain't predicting, we are projecting, and we increase the odds of our projection happening in our favor if we maintain the novelties of retest continuation, make sure that the pattern has been completed. You know, these are the checklists. And this is what's going to be going into, what's up, Dragon Club? What's up, man? Make a habit. What's up? Make hope a habit. Think I should get in and ride it? I'm going to get to the concept of it now. I'm going to get onto, I'm just going to wait a few more seconds. Minutes, should I say? I'll make myself a cup of tea. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. And then we're going to start talking about Ethereum and her very interesting ride to the bottom of yesterday's low. All right, cool. Sit tight, guys. Is he British? The tea just about confirmed my suspicion. I'm from Cyprus. The British took me over. I'm in the middle of my first non-emotional. Feels much better. You in your first trade, Kenobi? Is that what you're saying? Hey guys, look, man, we are at war, okay? We are at war with the markets. You know, we are trying to siphon its behavior all the time. We need to maintain at least an element of tranquility. And the only way we're going to achieve that is if we make ourselves a nice cup of cha, all right? A nice cup of tea just to mellow us out and just make us ready for what's to come, you know? So you made your first trade, Kenobi. Non-emotional, that is wicked, you know? But I'd agree and say that you made your first trade in confidence, because that's what it is. It's the confidence that you're looking at. That's the freaking best. Yo, LL, what's good? What is good? All right, cool. Guys, I'm sorry that the videos get long, but you know what? The great thing is a lot of the context in relation to the chart, yeah, it helps to look at charts. Okay, actually, it's the basis of everything. You need to look at charts, but also when you continuously hear the same thing, all right, naturally, when you look at a chart, you'll recall that and you'll see it on the chart. Because when I keep saying the 50-day, you know, retest continuation, all right, this is the image that you have in your mind. Let me get out my trusty little tool, man. You know, my Microsoft Paint. Ah, man, you know what? This is going to go down in history. This is the tool, you know, this is the tool for me. This is the pattern that everybody should keep in their minds. And I'm going to make a t-shirt for this, and I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to make it purely for myself because I love that image. I was going to get it as a tattoo. Hands up. Hands up agreed that it was a cool tattoo, you know. But you guys, you know, you should make that as an image. That is your image. When you're considering an entry, you always have to look at this image. This image, okay, is effectively happens everywhere in the charts. All right. Okay, and it happens in a different direction as well. So you also got this to the upside and down, entry, second entry, first entry. All right. That's the image. And moving averages behave like this. Let me just draw the moving average, sorry. The moving average will be like this. Okay, are you getting this? Yes. And if you're new here and you haven't gone to the Discord, go to the Discord under the indicators downloads, and there's an image on there which pretty much has everything about the patterns, the chart. Remember, as we said, the market makers, they do this. W, rise, level 1, level 2, up, M formation, level 1, level 2, down, peak formation. This cycle happens over a period of a week. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, reset. Okay? That's how it works. And this cycle happens every single day. Every single day. They can't change the cycle because this cycle operates on the basis of people's emotions when they trade. All right? So for example, we've got, let's look at this right now. Market's going down, right? When the market's moving down, they retrace back, they do a stop hunt to take out the shorts, right? They do a stop hunt to the 50-day, it rejects it, and then they continue to the downside. Oh, look, how's that pattern not visible? We just drew that pattern, guys, right? We just drew that, and it's right in front of our eyes. We just need to get used to training our eyes. These lives are designed to train your eyes, okay? They're designed to make you see a pattern, because as much as you can be, the only reason why you are emotional when you trade, okay, or you're hesitant, or you're not feeling the, you know, your analysis is on point or anything like that, any inconsistencies with your trading is because you don't know what you're trading into. You know, find the pattern, and this is the pattern. Up, down, up, there. These are the bounces of the 50 days, you know, the moving averages. Then you've got the W formations, you know, your M patterns, okay? This is effectively the almanac of trading. It's how they move price, all right? You're exactly that downward tattoo at 13.14. So if you took that you took this, you know, there's two entry points, okay? You've got I call it the advanced trade, all right? And then you've got the safety trade. The safety trade is, right, the advanced trade is you are joining the momentum as it develops. The safety trade is the momentum's in play, all right? Now that's just for anyone that wants to enter, you know, after a little bit of time and experience, you can enter here. I mean, sometimes when I enter, if I'm entering a trade where I'm looking to hold it for, oh, I'm giving it the 2-hour slot, okay? While it's dropping down here, I'm entering long while it's dropping. I'll enter long while it's dropping, and I'll do this on light stakes, right? I'll enter about 6 positions, 1, 2, 3, go down 5, 6, because I know it's going to complete this cycle, and then when it returns to the upside, I'm in profit before it even touches this point here. So I'm in profit on here, 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 and here, and when it breaks out, okay, the momentum just takes it all the way up, and I can get out here. You know, that would be my exit as such, because I've rode it from all the way here, you know. But in time, guys, you'll be able to navigate that. You'll be able to, you know, do that sort of thing. But all it is just working out this pattern as and when it arrives. And this pattern is a continuation pattern, guys. It's a continuation pattern because the main pattern that we're looking for is the W formation. Okay, that's where we are looking for a change in the cycle. All right, it's crucial that we see that. Paladin, how you doing? Yeah, you can look at the bigger screen. All right. So look what happened yesterday, right? We did talk about this W formation, right? Slight W formation. Now, question, is this pattern the same for every crypto? It's the pattern principally applies to every market because in every market it's going to go up, it's going to come down, it's going to retest, and it's going to go up. Okay. You know, let's look at Forex, Kiwi yen. I love this pair. All right. Just for the record, Kiwi yen, watch this. Okay. Kiwi yen's currently come out of a peak formation. So we caught this move. All right. So we went up level 1. Yeah, level 1. Level 2, moving up. So you've got level 1's here. Level 2, right? Up to here, consolidation, retrace, up we go. Now we've got a V pattern. We've got a V pattern, a very small M in this direction. Okay, very small M. What we could get, all right, because tomorrow is Monday, all right, Monday is very important, guys. Monday is all about setting up the false move. So I never trade on a Monday. Never place a single trade on a Monday. The reason why is because this Monday session is for the market makers to really move price and set up the range for the week. So what they will do is they will probably set the range up, they'll push price down, keep pushing it down, and then by the end of New York, by the time New York hits, they will reverse it. Okay, they will start the reverse. Okay, and then Tuesday comes, they will send price up, and then by midweek, like Wednesday, they will then form and move back down, and then before you know it, by Friday, 9 times out of 10, they're usually going to return back to the initial range that they set in the Asian session on Monday. That's exactly how it works, guys. Very technical stuff. But you keep coming to these lives and I keep repeating the same thing over and over again. It's going to sit in your mind, guys, because I'm teaching you guys in current live charts. All right. It's very easy for me to just say to you guys, you know, it's easy for me to say, hey, look, this is a peak formation and this happened. This is a peak formation, this happened. And that's a peak formation, this happened. All right. The only way you guys are going to learn is if you see the formation happening in real time. And that's what the live streams are there for. You can see the success rate of them. You can see how often they fail. Okay. And you make your judgment like that. All right. So, all right. So for the nature of one of the guys here who asked me, crypto, is it silver? Yeah. Metals. There we go. Yeah. Where's he at? There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Paladin, man, you know, it's all part and parcel, my friend, and it's you will get it because the more you keep going over the videos, even if you can't watch the live, you know, when it plays back, have it when you're traveling to work because I keep repeating the same thing because that's all you need to do. You need to just understand there's certain factors in place. Fast move is the false move. Slow trend is the true trend. Okay. You know, stop hunt rise, stop hunt low. You know, I come out with all these words, these terms that they use in the market. All right, the you know the bounce of the 50-day, the retest continuation to the upside. You will pick all this up. So in theory, you could buy in on Monday range and cash out on Wednesday range for a multi-day range. No, Mondays, man, and in terms of Forex, right, and I believe it's happening in crypto as well. Monday is the false move week beginning, right? Monday is they manipulate the range. Take as many Mondays and look back in history of all the Mondays that you can see, and you'll see that they don't really do much, right? Or what they do is they jump up in one aspect and then they reverse the next day. So Mondays is a really tricky day to get involved in. What on earth is that? Wow. Wow. It's jumped up 154 pips. That is crazy. Yeah, if you're right, crypto, I'm telling you now, they're going to close this gap. They're going to bring this right down. They're going to close it. I mean, look at that move there. They're going to close the gap. So they'll move it up a little bit and then they'll probably come and test the 29, maybe hit the range weekly high, then they'll come back down and close the gap. They need to regulate the market. Something's obviously happened. You know, they need to regulate the market. Okay then, Ethereum. My lady Ethereum. Is the pattern the same for crypto? Yeah, every crypto. Yeah. There's the candle. Shorty, how you doing? Candle shifts are in both the W and the M formations. The purpose of the W and the M's, okay, look. Let's draw a W. The purpose of a W is this. Price has been dropping, right? It's been dropping. Now, when price drops, it's the market makers building longs at lower prices in anticipation to close them at a later point higher. All right? Casper, how you doing? Yeah, crypto, man. Crypto, that's nuts. That is a nuts range. On a day-to-day basis, silver only moves 93 pips. It's nearly double that. You know? Cosmic, what's good? Right now we're looking at Ethereum. Right now I just need to demonstrate this thing about the W so you guys understand what it is. Nah, no worries, crypto, man. No worries, man. Waiting all-time high still. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. All right, cool. Look. So listen to this, guys. The W formation, as I said, it happens when price is dropping. We're looking for price to be dropping, and then as it towards the end of its run, the market makers get very aggressive. And the formation of a W, the first leg, which is the downward swing, all right, usually finishes with 2 to 3 candles that are very strong. They are like vector, long, big candles, okay? Similar candles like this red one here, okay? And also you can have this candle here, this candle here, this candle here. So there's your 3 pumps to the low, all right? 4 maybe, but that one went down and spiked back up, okay? Now, whenever price hits an 800 EMA, okay, it's usually going to pull back, all right? It's pushed it completely out the zone. It happened too quick, all right? Yes, hello Mo, how you doing? What's going on, crypto man? There's a mass buyback attack on silver because of the... Jesus Christ, man, what are they doing? What are they doing? But you know what's really going to happen? Market makers are going to short the hell out of it. You watch what happens. It's the market makers' desire, okay, to get prices as high as they can, because as they're rising, they are building shorts, all right? So I'm going to pay attention to silver and I'm going to open a trade, right? a very small entry and I'm going to short silver. That's what I'm going to do. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to do it on a demo account, okay? And I'm going to, oh God. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's not financial advice, guys. I'm going to do it for educational purposes, you know, because I need to demonstrate or help you understand the practical element of the market. All right. So I'm glad you told me about that. Yeah. I'm glad crypto man graph is good, man. You know, graph is a good shout, that is, man. I like graph too. And yeah, so silver's move. I mean, let me just go back to it, man, just for the second. I'll get back to this, guys, in a second. I mean, this right here, okay? We market makers do this. They move price up. They move price up, okay? 2 seconds. Let me just get rid of this indicator here. Okay. Market makers, yeah, they love the idea of these Wall Street book bets, all right? Doing this to commodities and everything else, especially in Forex. And the thing is, the fact that they've now come into Forex means that the market makers are absolutely loving life because they know they can get shorts at really high prices now. And they're going to just smash price all the way down and grab all the equity. They're going to lock it up here. They're going to hype up silver, send it up here. And market makers are going to be like, guys, we have just bagged ourselves the elephant. You know, all the while market makers have to be patient and build their shorts slowly whilst markets are rising. They try to induce traders that price is rising because the bulls are taking over, the buyers are in control. No, it's the sellers. The market makers are the sellers. They're the ones in control. All right. And you mark my words, they will get this to a level high enough that the market makers will provide the liquidity to enable these guys to create these buys to keep silver going up and up, okay? And then out of nowhere, you're going to witness the fattest drop because the market makers have given out their money all the way up to the top and they're going to need to take a profit, all right? They'll do a little formation and then they'll drop it, all right? Because they want to give guys the impression that price is still going to go up or it's just going for a little break before it runs up again to 1,000. Nah, you know? So back to Ethereum, let me bring her up, okay? This is what I was talking about, the W formation. The basis of a W formation is this. We draw you a moving average, okay? Now, this moving average, the red is a moving 50-day moving average. And I'm doing this so you guys can understand the concept of why a W is important. Okay. Those will eventually go broke. 95% are losing. When a few win, the risk be welcome, but invest wisely. Okay. I want to cry. Silver's about to level my whole life up. I'm so pumped. Wicked. Thanks, Cryptoman. 10 pips at a time for me. Guys, for the record, before I continue, I believe we need to like the video. So if you can all like the video for me. I hate asking. I feel stupid asking, but if you can like it for me, I will really appreciate it, guys. So we can just get more people into our stream. I mean, I'm liking my family that I've got here, man. I'm happy with who I've got. It's regular guys. You know? Regular guys. It's all good. Okay, then. Right. Hugo, my guy. What's good, man? Thank you, Manel. And girls, sorry. 70 watching. Come on, guys. Pump the like up as well. There's Ethan, man. Adriana here. Ah, Adriana, cool. I'll call you Adriana because I struggle to say alt-rec therapy. Alternative recorded, you know, I don't know if I'm right on that. Adam, what's happening? Pac-Man, how you doing? You know? Okay then, I'm going to get into this quickly and then we're going to start talking about Ethereum because Ethereum's doing something very interesting. Okay, cool. So here's the 50-day moving average, this red line. All right, you got a W formation. The W formation, it starts off with this move to the downside, okay? And remember, when market makers are getting longs, okay, when they want long positions, when they want to buy, they send price lower because no market maker is going to buy as it's rising. That's a stupid strategy for the market maker. You know, for an investor, it's different because an investor will buy on Monday, on the 1st of January on Monday, and he's not interested in looking at that or, you know, getting rid of that position until, you know, July the 7th. He doesn't care. He's got a long-term view on it. He doesn't need to worry about it. He just buys it and holds it. Okay. But the market maker, he needs to buy at lower prices because he's in control of the market and he knows he's going to send the market back in that direction. So he'll buy here, buy here, buy here, buy here. All the while, there are guys out there saying, oh, look, gold's dropping or dollar yen's dropping, you know, start getting short. Okay. And when the market maker has achieved what they've wanted to achieve in terms of the orders here, what they do is they put 3 candles to the downside. So you see nice 3 vector candles at the downside, and then you'll see it snap back. When it snaps back, okay, that snapback is there to take out the previous people who put stop hunts at those levels, okay? So they went short and they put a stop hunt, and they usually put stops about 25 pips from their entry point. So the market makers will keep bringing, you know, price up. Now they won't bring it all the way back up, okay, to make it obvious, all right? What they'll do is at the 50-day, they will trap traders and think, okay, my stop loss has been hit, all right? If it bounces off the 50-day, I'm going to get back in short. And that's exactly what had happened. It bounced off the 50-day and came back down. So they created the illusion that the market makers were, the market was going down short again. And then before you know it, they switched the trend and shifted out of the zone, completely trapped the short sellers there, trapped the guys who are still holding, and went all the way back up. Okay, so they grabbed all the liquidity and they started closing their longs. Okay, now you're probably looking at this image. Let me draw it again. Okay, you're probably looking at this image saying, well, if the market makers, you know, if this, you got this image here, well, in line with our move or our drawing, you know, how do we not know that this part here is this part here? Okay, well, what you need to be aware of, the W formation, the way it completes is the first leg makes the initial low. The second leg is a little bit higher up. They can't allow the price to go any lower because they know that if they allow price to go lower, okay, they are freeing up money here for the investors and traders here to make a ton of money. And they can't do that because they've been trapping the liquidity in this area, okay? Now, sometimes you might find a W like this, okay? That can happen. But here, the activity from the market makers, all right, they will do that at a certain point where they just want to get that last bit of liquidity because they may not have been able to achieve it here, okay? So they achieve it here, they've got aggressive candles here, and then they switch price and reverse, okay? Now, this pattern here, and of course our favorite pattern, which is this one here, okay? These patterns appear after the second leg of the W formation, all right? Second leg of the W formation, this pattern would appear here. Why? Because once the second leg is formed, you're going to be expecting a pullback. And when it pulls back, that effectively forms level 1. Level 1 tests the 50-day, if wherever it is, continuation to the upside, level 2. And then it will do it again. Rise, drop, level 2 finish, level 3 start. It goes. Bang, and then you've got peak formation. Okay, so do you guys get where I'm going with that? Please let me know. Give me a hey, give me whatever. Wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. So we got people in here. Okay. All right then. Where are we at? Money UK, what's good? Paladin on it. Wicked. Wicked. That's good. Manoa, if you can get the pattern, you've understood that I'd say 70% of the element to what I'm talking about. One, guys, should you sell? One, I'm not giving you financial advice, but you need to ask yourself, if you've got a profit, take your money, man. That's as simple as that. If you've got a profit, take your money, and you're able to use that money to invest somewhere else. That's how you do it. I've been saying this for a week now. You know what? Hands up, right? You got homework to do, bro. I want you to draw W's and M's on your charts. You know, could you say something on what to know when selling at a peak for M formations? Okay, right now, guys, we're not. Yeah, there's not many M formations happening because we are obviously price is dropping. So the only thing that we're paying attention to is W formations. Now, by the time M patterns occur, okay, you're going to see the M pattern occur. You will see the M patterns, and when they happen, you'll be like, wow, that was easy to spot and easy to get in. Yeah, okay. Schmo, what's good? We've got the police, Schmo. Schmo's laying down the truth, you know? Kamarian, just asking because I'm trying to see if what I'm seeing is correct. Go for it, man. Tell me. I dream of W. Yes, Lewis. I'm going to talk about the chart now. Lucifer, you should not be dreaming of your liquidation price not being hit, man. That means you are either close to your liquidation or your entry is wrong. Technically, your entry should be, I dream of my profit target completely being smashed out the window. We shouldn't be worrying about liquidation if our entries are correct. More importantly, to anyone new in this stream, anyone new to the channel, we have one rule. And that rule is, if in any element that you trade, in any market, okay, if you haven't seen a profit within the first 2 hours of the trade, you need to close your trade. All right? You need to protect yourself. Protect your capital, guys. Don't put it into the markets only just to delay how long it takes for you to give it back to the market. Okay? This is a zero-sum game. Someone is taking your liquidity is being given to someone else. Your margin on your account, your liquidity point is being prepared for someone else. Now, you need to put that in your mind. If you're happy to lose money, go give it to someone who needs it. At least you're going to feel good about it. Don't expose your account to liquidity where your liquidation, where you're sat thinking, why did I do that? That's self-sabotage, man. You are sabotaging yourself. What's the symbol of your 1 month candle, my friend? The move, look, the 1 month close, okay, if you're thinking that because we're at the end of the month that it's going to drop continuously down, they've done the move already. The next monthly candle is going to hopefully be looking back to go to the upside. That's what I understand of monthly candles. Let's look at monthly candles. I mean, look, it's pulled back and it's continuing to the upside. The monthly candle is already started. The monthly candle has already started. God, man. Before all of this, Ethereum wasn't doing anything, man. It wasn't doing absolutely anything. We're going to wait for the monthly chart to regulate the moving averages. We've got the weekly pattern. Where are we at with the weekly? I mean, I never look at these. I never look at the weekly pattern. You got the daily. Let's look at the strength there. Pin. Working the lows there. Wanting to go higher. You know? Right, where we at? Guys, you also got to remember it as well, okay? When a W formation... Look, okay, hold on. Seems like it will close under 1363 this month. Well, the monthly candle has already started. Okay. Last month's candle was already closed, and it closed at 1291. All right. That's when it closed. Now we're at a new month. Look, new month candle. It's going to recover this wick. All right. So this is the exchange from IC Markets. They'll get the feed soon, you know. I think we should invest in to let these investors work the software and get profits later on, not now. The complex formation appears to me like a W. Is what I'm seeing correct? I want to know if I'm seeing the patterns myself or if I'm wrong. Right, Kamarin, this is it. Right, guys, I'm going to talk about it now. All right, here we go. If you invest in just hold, man, let me just get these questions out of the way. What's going on here? Just got anything exactly. Seems like it will go down to 1,000 to me within 7 days. Okay. Patrick, how you doing? Look, guys, whatever speculation people have, if it's going to go down to 1,100 in 7 days, then okay, we're going to see that move to the downside. All right? We're going to see that move to the downside. But if you're a trader, you know, you're more interested in what's going to happen in the next few hours or the next day or so. You know, if you're an investor, then it doesn't matter when you invest, right? The problem is guys come into this game and they look at it and say, you know, where's it going to be? I think it's going to be down to the 1,100 in 7 days. Okay, so as an investor, your strategy would be you're going to sit and wait until the 1,100 gets hit. All right. Well, whilst you're waiting for it to hit the 1,100, it might run up to 1,500, 1,600. Who knows? You know? But courtesy of Kamarian, all right, is today a W pattern. So we go on the hour time frame and we look at the downside. What has it been doing these past few hours? Okay. Well, where are we at? Well, frankly, we are still in the peak formation. Okay. Level 1, level 2. Now we need to break. We're going to trade this bigger pattern. We need to break this top of this box here, okay, for us to start working the new peak formation at the top. Because remember, what have we said? W formation, okay? You've then got a drop, rise, drop, rise, okay? And then you've got M formation. So we've completed this. We're now working on this. This bit here is this bit here. Let me delete the lines and you will see. You've got W formation, level 1, level 2, okay? Oh, will you look at that, guys? What have we got here? Retest, continuation. Look at that. It just rides so nicely. It doesn't happen by accident. That's on the basis, this pattern is on the basis that this move here, okay? If this move here is actually a W formation. Okay. Now, Kamarian, listen, you've got 3 pushes to the low. All right. There's your first leg. Always determine where you are in the cycle on the hour time frame. All right. Then we go to the 15-minute time frame and we look at things. We work out where are we on the 15-minute time frame. Okay. So let me get rid of this. So we'll bring this up here. Let's have a look. We've got the swing to the downside. Okay. First leg. We've pulled back here and we've pulled back here. And now it looks like we might want to try and trail out. Now what we're waiting for here, okay, is price to break above the 200, break above the 50, break above the 200, all right? Retest, continuation, all right? So we're waiting for rise, drop, rise, okay? I need to put in my pivots. I haven't got my pivots in, so I ain't gonna know where I'm at. What's going on? Where are my pivots? Where are you? There you go, pivot points. Okay. There we go. So where are we in terms of pivots? Oh, M3 again. We are at a pivot point, guys. Look. We are at a pivot point. Okay. Down here, up here, down, and rise. So Kamarian, the answer to your question. Okay. That's the answer to your question. As it stands now, this looks like it's an W, okay? But remember, she could actually test a 50-day and then pull right back down. So then she'd be forming, a different formation. The whole point, guys, is we've seen the formation. We need it to break above the 50-day and the 200-day. So we need it to break first pivot. It needs to break the pivot point here, break out of it, come back and test it, and continue to the upside, okay? That's how we know the pivot's confirmed. And when we get to M3, we need to wait for it to break out of there, come back, retest, continuation. All right? This is how you enter, and this is how you trade, guys. All right? You work out where you are in terms of levels. There's the pivot point. It's the next point of interest. The grand scheme of things is showing that we could be in a W formation. Look, first leg, aggressive, push to the downside. 1, 2, okay, and 3, that candle there. Okay, or you could consider these ones, 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4, that one there, because it went snap down and came back up. All right. But then, here's the biggest clue. All right. Here's the clue. Let's see who's been learning. Looking at the chart, guys, what can we see in relation to the TDI? Yes, Patrick, the 50-day is this thick blue line. Steve B, my guy, what's good, man? Crypto man, apparently they're okay. Someone said they're okay. Bailey King, how you doing? So someone's answering my question, yeah? So you think left... someone's saying it. Here we go. In relation to his, okay? I've got Lucifer saying to me that it's going above the green one. The green one's going above the blue. Okay? So is everybody looking here? Can you just tell me, is everyone looking here? No worries, bro. Everyone's looking here, yeah? Give me yes, yes. Okay, that's not where you should be looking. All right? Firstly, you're looking for this pattern here. So you believe that this is the pattern, okay? So the confirmation that it could be a W formation, first confirmation, is price is testing the yesterday's low, which is this dotted line. Yeah? Who said no? Kenobi, where were you looking, my friend? I'm waiting for Kenobi. I want to know where Kenobi was looking. Where were you looking, Kenobi? Hands up. Yes. Yes. And it's okay, guys, if you didn't see it. Erica. Wicked. There we go. Okay. Right. Manoa, you're new here, I think. So you wouldn't have known about this. So, you know, I'll disclude you from that. Okay. Wicked. Now that, that makes me so happy. Right. Here we go. So, remember when I said to you that the TDI is effectively the last piece of the puzzle? If you had 100 points of checklist, okay, before you made an entry on a trade, the 99th point to check would be the TDI, okay? No worries, Kenobi. The 99th point would be the TDI, okay? So and Kamarian, look, we're seeing a W formation. We look down at the TDI, we can also see a W formation, okay? That just adds confirmation. And the way we confirm it as a W is, right? Price, I need to just delete this because I want to keep my circle, keep my W up there. Look how nice my eraser is, man. So cool. Ah, it's crashed my computer. I swear to God, get rid of this. Oh, God. Here we go. Okay. You can see here, okay, that the RSI came out the volatility band, but the RSI came out of the volatility band here, okay, when it made this low. Then when it made the second low, the volatility band created, the RSI created a shark fin, okay, and it touched the volatility band. Now, what do we know about the RSI, guys? What's the common trait that we look for in the RSI? Divergence. Wow, look at that, man. Look at the size of that. It's going to mess up everything. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Look, divergence. Okay. Divergence is when price makes a low and then it makes another low, but the RSI is higher than the previous low of the RSI. It's averaging a higher close as it's making lows. All right. Now, if you see that, guys, okay, then happy days. Now what we're looking for is RSI's crossed over the signal line. It's made its way to the market baseline, okay? And now it's come back down, rose again, and it's come out to the volatility band. We should now see, okay, the volatility band go over and then the RSI create a shark fin. But that all depends on what happens here, okay? We are effectively looking for the shift candle here, all right? We've had the false move to the downside, and now it looks like it's bouncing and rising, hopefully to test the pivot. Once it breaks out of the pivot, rises, pulls back, continuation. We've got a quick entry. Entry here, done, okay? And then when it hits the M3, you wait for it to break the M3, can come back and test the M3 and rise, okay? Now, sometimes it will just completely go, but you'll know that, because it will slowly just make its way up. And when it's doing things slowly, you know that it's the true trend. Okay? How are we finding that, guys? Lucifer, you're coming up with the advice, man. I'm liking that. How do I... You're going to have to message me on Discord, bro, and talk me through that. Hands up, man. That eraser's different, man. I know. It is a full-on different primary school eraser right there. So, right, Rays, what do you mean? Pietro, wicked. Fast move, false. Procrastinator, how you doing, my man? Yeah, guys, look, just remember the Asia W, right? And I should have done the stream sooner because we could have actually effectively waited. We could have been watching this formulate, okay? But look, you've got the W here, right? You've got divergence. Everything's stacking up for Ethereum to rise. Now, as a trader, your job, okay, guys, this strategy, okay, is for traders, not investors, all right? Investors can use it, but they're going to be doing it on higher time frames. They're going to be looking at the 4-hour chart, all right? The 4-hour chart's going to paint a different picture. You know what, guys? You're gonna have to hook me up with this, man. I mean, I've got my main computer which runs a treat for me. I ain't got no issues with that. But I'm liking my laptop right now. For some reason, I've got this attachment to my laptop. She's been nice to me. But if it can't run this lame Microsoft Paint thing here, all right? I don't know what this is, man. This must be killing my RAM. And I've got what? I've got 8 gig of RAM on my laptop, and that's doing that. I don't get it. I don't get it. So in theory, we can expect to spike up with a testing point from now on. The theory says, Manoa, the theory is this, okay? Theoretically speaking, we are expecting, there's a key point here, the pivot point. We are expecting price to come out of this pivot point, rise, test the 200-day, come back. And when it comes back to the pivot point, we're expecting price to effectively spike a little bit and then return to the upside to confirm the momentum from this move here, the first leg. The first leg, okay, sorry, the second leg of the peak formation will always be a nice, either a nice aggressive move or a slow aggressive move. When I say a slow aggressive move, it will be spike and then wait a little bit, spike, wait a little bit, spike, okay? I miss petting me doing something. Is it smart to look at the order books? I thought we were waiting for M3. We are waiting for M3. What determines the value of the pivot point and M1, 2, 3? So what determines the value? In the Discord, there's a description of exactly how to understand what these endpoints are. Okay, mathematically speaking. But guys, what you need to understand, the endpoints are there. They are just graphical representations of key points in the chart that we can use as entries or we can use as confirmation zones. Okay, because principle says M1 equals M3, okay? M2 equals M4. So theoretically speaking, if this move is strong, okay, we are expecting Ethereum to go from M2 to M4 before we see potentially a peak formation. Okay, they may change it up, all right? But what else could happen, guys, is this. Sorry to burst your bubble, but Ethereum could go up here and then bang, drop. But what I'm looking for, okay, is the peak formation is still in play. The main peak formation. Then we had another peak formation, okay? Notice how that peak formation sat right there. They confirmed that peak formation right there. And now it looks like we may have ourselves another peak formation. Are we looking to see M4? We could see M4. Before we see M4, okay, if you want to see M4, you want to wait for price to break out of M3, come back, retest, continuation, okay? And your entry here, this point here, the 50-day will be riding like this. The 50-day would effectively be like this. That's where the 50-day will be. The 200-day would have crossed down and then it would have been working its way up. Okay? We then need to look at the hour time frame. Let's look at the hour time frame. What do we need to see on the hour time frame? Okay, we want to see the hour time frame do this. We need the hour, okay? We need the 5 EMA and the 13 EMA to cross, and we need price to close above it for us to confirm that we are effectively working a upward cycle, okay? Because right now we're below the 200-day, we're below the 50-day. But what we need is we need the 5 and the 13 EMA to cross over. That's the signal that things are going to change. Write that down, guys. The 5 and the 13 EMA are there on the hour chart to give us the signal that things are going to change. All right. Look here. The 5 and the 13 EMA. All right. They didn't cross. All right. Price closed. Let's zoom in. Look, you can see. Price closed below the 5 and the 13 EMA, and they had crossed. There's your valid entry for a short. Bang. There you go. Trade. I say to you all the time, close a trade if it hasn't seen a profit within 2 hours. Well, if you entered, oh God. If you entered on this candle, okay, your next candle would have seen a lovely profit. That would have been 1 hour. Second candle would have seen a wild profit. That's 2 hours, all right? And if you've seen a profit within that time zone, you are good to go. Now, the key thing is, the smart thing is to be able to make sure that if you've seen a profit within 2 hours, okay, if it doesn't become a profit, if after the 2 hours you're still in profit, okay, don't allow it to go back and close as a loss, all right? Do not make that mistake, because that depletes your trading morale. It completely shatters it, you know? You fulfilled the criteria, you've made a great entry, you've confirmed that it was in profit within 2 hours, so your trade is good to be held, okay? And as long as it's in profit within those 2 hours, you continue to hold it. If after the 2 hours are held, okay, you're in profit, you can effectively hold it longer. But then when it starts to show signs of returning back to your entry point, you need to act as a trader and get your profit and run. Can you demonstrate it on a previous Okay, hold on. Let me just read this. Is it smart to roll the balls? What determines the value of the pivot then? Our big move will be when we will achieve. Can you demonstrate it on a previous peak? Manoa, what do you mean? Can I demonstrate a previous peak? So pull out an M formation, W formation somewhere else, yeah? Yeah, Tokyo, 20 minutes, guys. Keep your mind strong. Yes, Diamond Fox, what's up? My mum is saying I'm obsessed with this. Loser mentality won't affect me. Guy's got it in for his mum. You won't change me. You see it, dude, yeah? Do you get it now? If you get it, bro, we're going to keep going over it. Keep going over it and over it, you know? You'll see these moves perfectly on Forex charts. And that's what my forte is. Forex is the basis of my ability as a trader. I demonstrate, I can pull off charts, I can pull off, cycles, everything on Forex charts, because Forex charts, the market makers have boundaries that they have to stay within. They can't mess up Forex, because it's the basis of currency. Right now, the cryptocurrency world is doing different things. So, I mean, look, the wild swings. Someone says something in cryptocurrency and this madness happens because someone put a hashtag Bitcoin. Look at that. This madness happens. And this is Ethereum. All right. We've got to tread carefully and have to take care of. She will be happy when you buy a new car. People, a lot of money to receive is here. Dreaming patterns tonight. 8 isn't enough. I bought 590 and 700. I truly believe that will go to 10k. Good man. Yeah, in 4.5 years if they don't shut down internet or electricity. Yeah, man. Why are they going to cut electricity for, man? You need to understand. As long as someone's making money, they are not going to stop anything that allows them to make money. Coronavirus doesn't stop anyone making money. No big banks, nothing. They will never stop the markets because it makes people money. They are in control of it. They will never stop it. Jack, man, what's good? Do we think Ethereum is consolidated? I'll tell you what, bro, we've been talking about it for a few moments now. So your best bet is jump back a little bit, okay? Because we do talk about it. Yes. So no worries, man. You smoke too much. No worries, Casper, man. It's all good. Yes, another day for Microsoft Paint. Man, you're the guy that claimed that title on this stream, man. You know, and it's a terrible tool. Someone's gonna help me with it though. Yeah, volume is pretty slow. Wicked. I'm not seeing. Okay then, what's that there? Right, happy days, that's there, okay. Right, are we good? Okay, we've had a few subscribers, that's awesome. 1,015 subscribers, that's great, guys. Thank you so much. Tokyo. Okay, guys, look, let me explain something. So guys, are we all on the same page? Thank you, Lucifer. I'm going to check that out. Oh, are we all on the same page, yeah? And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to make this a short live because I feel conscious. I'm keeping you people at your computers, your TVs. You know, I'm going to keep it as a short live. But tomorrow we are going to have the live stream again from the morning. That will be a very long stream. I'll probably go till about 6, 7 o'clock. There's not going to be any audio on there, so don't worry about it. But all I will be doing is I'll be writing, I'll be keeping notes and I'll be writing off key levels on there as well. So, you know, you can refer back to it. All right. So tomorrow won't be any audio. I won't be speaking tomorrow, but tomorrow evening, 9:30, 10 o'clock, we get back to the charts, guys, you know, but I might take a break tomorrow. It depends. You know, I might just give you guys a break as well. Cause I know hands up, you've been trying to catch up with some videos and it's just, you can't because I keep uploading. I'm sorry. Oh, that's good, Crypto Man. Thank you, man. Wicked. No worries. That's good. How many likes we got? We got 48 likes. There's 69 of you watching. It's forbidden. You're the best thing I watch on my 7-inch TV. I'm going to reveal myself soon, guys. Don't worry. There's not much to look at. But you know what? I think that's what adds the suspense of it all. I want you guys to look at charts. Don't want you guys looking at a guy in the corner. You know, don't look at me. I want you to look at the charts. You've got nothing else to do but look at charts because when you're looking at charts and you're listening to my voice, your mind is trying to marry the two concepts together. When I say to you, price is dropping intraday, price is dropping. We got 3 pushes to the lows. All right. You don't want to be looking at my face in this corner here. You know. True. You know what, Erica, I know how you guys feel. I know exactly how you're feeling because, you know, some of these guys that teach people on YouTube or they do their courses, there's one thing that a lot of people always want to do is they always want to be able to ask that person a question, whether to see if they can relate to them or not. You know, have they experienced this? Have they experienced that? But courses and everything are set up in such a way where you don't actually get the luxury of being able to sit down and ask the person teaching it, you know, those in-depth questions. You know, that's why I've created the Discord. That's why I run these lives, and that's why the lives happen so long because I read your questions and I try my best to answer all of them, but I do acknowledge all your questions. And that's the goal, man. That's how we learn. You can judge me in the size of the vape. My pale cuppers, nah. Nah, man, I got strong cups of tea, bro. It has to be a strong cup of tea. I don't want no cat urine, you know? Your online classes. More education, cool. Green tea. Yeah, man. Green tea is quite acidic though. According to Dr. Sebi, it's not about the acidic formations, man. But that's another conversation. All right, then. Let's consider what Ethereum is doing. All right, so you guys got that information, yeah? You guys get the idea of it. All right. Now, let's pay attention here. Literally, Aiden, I'm very content because my goal is just to perfect this. I want to master trading. That's the goal. You know, the more I sit in front of charts, the more I'm justifying behavior of the price, the more I see market maker behavior, the more I keep registering, and keep asking myself this, this is happening, this is happening. It's becoming the articulate form. The science is now coming into play, The science only becomes the science when you have a base of knowledge that you're able to apply in areas of uncertainty. This is what a scientist is. A scientist is someone who experiments in realms of uncertainty. What happens if I add this to this? Theoretically, this will happen. The equilibrium will happen if this happens. And trading is the science. And the problem with today, okay, is these gurus, what they do is they think that trading is download this book, download this indicator. When it crosses price, make your buy. When it crosses this, make your sell. Well, amazing. Why am I sitting here, okay, spilling my guts out to you guys, trying to tell you to understand the difference between why when price rises, okay, and when why price drops. Go and find me all those retail traders books that they sell online, okay? Go and find where they tell you that when price is rising, it means sellers are in control, and when price is dropping, it means buyers are in control. Just go and tell me. If you find the book that says it, then that book is probably talking about market makers. But for retail traders, that's not what they say. Go on TikTok, you'll see a guy who'll say to you, okay, get trading view up, draw a trend line here, okay, and draw a trend line here, okay. When price breaks this, you enter here, all right, and enter when you've seen a good profit. Oh my God, that is brilliant. Why didn't I just do that? Why am I sitting here telling you guys about market makers? Why don't we just go on trading view and draw 2 trend lines and we've got our game? Scotch. Scotch. John McKay was good. If 1300 can't hold, 128 can't hold, or 126 can't hold, let's see what happens. We can't know what's going to happen later. All we can do is judge by what's happening here. And this is what's the difference between a trader and investor. A trader is looking at what's going to happen in this direction up here and this direction down here. That's what he's looking for. Okay? An investor doesn't care about this. This is noise to the investor. All the investor cares about is what price is it at now? Okay, it's 13.15. What price did I enter at? 1281. Or, I entered at 1,000. That's good for me. See you later. Yeah, in the principle of economics, supply and demand, but you can't really apply the novelty of supply and demand. Supply and demand, the way supply and demand is delivered in the aspect of trading is wrong. It's wrong. You saying to me that as price rises, a supply up here? There is no supply up here, guys. The market makers, there is tons of supply. There's loads of supply up here. Why? Because if the market makers allow price to go any further, then the money that's coming into here is going to see a profit. okay? That means there's liquidity up here waiting to be tapped, all right? There is a supply up here, and the market makers want to make money off it. And the way they make money off that supply is simple. They reverse the direction of the trend, because up here, people have got profit targets, and down here, they've got stop losses, all right? So they use the liquidity that's trapped in this zone here, okay? And they start the trend to the downside, you know? They take out all the stops, all the guys that were hopeful that price was going to continue up. I mean, there were guys up here that entered. There were guys that were up here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Look at this here. Guys who entered as it was making an all-time high. I mean, come on, guys, let's face it. Every time you see something that says all-time high, you want to get involved. You want to buy. People were buying when Dodge was riding up all the way to the sky. Why are you going to buy at something that's riding the high? You know? You don't buy something at a highest possible price. Who does that? You know? Go to a shop and say to the guy, how much is that TV? It's £700. Right, what's the highest price you could sell it for? 1,000. Okay, I'd like to pay 1,000. He'll look at you and think, what is this guy on about? And that's exactly what you guys are doing. Not you guys, but I'm saying investors and traders in general. They hear something's making an all-time high. They're rushing to go and buy it. Man, you are making market makers happy. It's the concept of supply and demand is false, okay, in trading. Why? Because when supply, guys who entered here have got money trapped here, okay? Guys who entered here have got money trapped here. Guys who entered here have got money trapped here. So you're saying to me there's no supply? In what reason? What are you saying as no supply? Supply of what? Contracts? Are you mad? The money is what creates the contract. Before the contract, it's the money. Okay? And as long as the market makers have the money here, all right, and they've got it trapped with all these guys who think, I think it's going to go back to all-time high. I think it's going to go here. You know? They're working their monies on the way down. That's exactly what it is, guys. Trading in the zone is flawless, hands up. You buy that book, you read it, and you read it again. And when you finish reading it, you read it again. Yeah, I'm good, John, man. You know, that's good, Felix. You know what? That's good, man. You're coming to an awareness. Do you know what I mean? If you're understanding that, you're saying, "Well, I was a trader and now I've become an investor," and you think that's wrong, which it is. You know, you need to set your priority. You need to set what personality you are in the market before you make a trade, because you will then need to stick to that mentality. If you come into this market as a trader, that means you've got a short stop. You know, if you come into it, and then if you then decide to become an investor in the same trade, then your short stop becomes a massive stop. Or in other words, you don't close the position, you know? Your ex loved high prices. Wow. Felix were good, man. Good. Tokyo inbound. Is Tokyo inbound? Let me see where Tokyo is. Yeah, Tokyo, 9 a.m. Let's watch it, guys. Let's watch. Let's watch where we at with Tokyo. Let's pay attention to what she's doing. Steve B was good. Yeah, Steve, do you understand what I'm saying? And Steve, the thing is, Forex, okay, it has things that it has to respect. It respects certain levels. You know, it has to respect it, because if it doesn't, then the whole system is corrupted. Remember, crypto space is decentralized. It operates on the basis of everyone's contribution. You know, Forex isn't decentralized. You know, what can Tokyo bring? Shorty, what can Tokyo bring? Tokyo can bring volume. Look, watch what's happening. Tokyo can bring volume. This green space here is the range for Asia. This is the Asian range. What did you say that after you see it? So basically, John, after a W formation is printed as such, okay, after this is printed, we are expecting from this point here for it to rise and then come back. So we are expecting the tattoo, as we call it. We're expecting this. We are expecting the tattoo to arise. This is the formation where we know that we're out of the W formation. Because right now it could be coming back down. I mean, I don't know. You know, we're talking cryptocurrency here. This could actually come and do, it could come back and test, okay? Is it going to take out this area? Is it going to take out this area? Is it going to take out this area? I don't know. But we can only judge, okay, on what price does at that point in time, all right? So we just need to sit back and observe, right? We got a quick stop. We got a stop hunt low rise. Or is it just taking out the stops for the guys at the 50-day moving average? It has been dropping quite a lot, okay? But all these big pushes, these rejections from the lows, okay? They're going to try and do small short sellers and then change the direction. We need to see what happens. I heard something about this. Hey Zen, how you doing? Well, one, we are going down, but we haven't taken out any key levels yet. I'm only going to be interested in Ethereum when it starts to break this level. You know, until it breaks this level down here, it's not doing anything for me. You know, just because it's moved from this candlestick to here, it doesn't mean that it's dropping or we're on a run for a massive run to the downside. You know, who knows? It could actually continue to the downside, but until it breaks this level here, it's not doing anything for me. I do invest in Ethereum. Can you elaborate on short selling with crypto? Right, I know full stop that trading in crypto is expensive, you know, because a lot of you guys are paying high spreads and, you know, the cost of trades is really high, man. And unless you're trading with at least, I don't know, a decent size, all right, or unless your broker is kind to you and it gives you good spreads and minimal cost, then, you know, you're always going to have this problem with cryptocurrency, the cost to actually trade. It's probably on its way down, yeah. It is probably on its way down, but until it takes out a key area, you know, then fine. But I'm holding Ethereum, you know. For me, these drops don't mean anything, you know. I mean, if it drops to a level where it takes out, if it takes out this level down here, then I'm going to reconsider my options. All right. If it drops down here, let me just move this. If it drops to this level down here, the 1200 mark, then I'll reconsider my options. But look where we are. I mean, that is what? That's where we are right now. And down here, it needs to drop 833 pips for me to consider whether or not that we are, you know, effectively going to be changing the cycle as such, you know. But until that point happens, then for me, my bias is still the same. You know, it's Ethereum, it's cryptocurrency. You know, like I wouldn't hold a trade. I would never hold a currency pair this long. You know, this candle should turn red. This candle should turn red. This candle could effectively be our drop to a new W. You know, it could form a new W or contain this one still, you know? So we could be in line for a new W here. Low, high, low, rise. Until this level's taken out, then we don't know what's going to happen. We just need to sit tight. I'll zoom in again. You know, so I'm going to come out. We've effectively got our swing to the downside. All right. Up. So we've got our first point, first pull to the 50-day. Is it going to try and induce more short sellers? Who knows? What we want to see is price hit this point and it comes back down here. We want it to pull away from this area. We want it to reject this area, or in other words, absorb as many more orders and shorts from short sellers as they can, and then look for them to reverse it. So this would be the ideal scenario. It comes down, and then it finds an area here and then pings all the way back up. Remember, fast move is the false move. There's your red. I said a moment ago it was going to turn red. Okay, it might get a bit aggressive. Okay, but the next candlestick after that, okay, is going to pump it. You know, but who knows? We need to see. We need to wait and see. Tokyo's just come in. New information has come out. Is, you know, Visa's looking to use Ethereum. Remember, when it's dumping, it's not dumping, it's accumulating more. You know? So let's see what it does. Now it's looking to take this out. This was yesterday's low. How aggressive is this candle going to be? You know? This is, and guys, we ain't opening any trades. So whether it goes down or whether it goes up until, okay, price breaks out this pivot point, pulls back and goes up. That's our entry, guys. We're looking up here. We don't care about this. This is just giving us context to what is actually developing, you know? Our main thing is if we're looking to buy, then we're looking for a certain pattern to come to play. Do you understand? We see how price, if we stick to a strategy and we stick to a formation, okay, you see how we protect our account, you know? It's testing yesterday's low. Look, it's touched yesterday's low to the pin. All right, let's see how this candlestick plays out. All right, it's touched it to the pin because yesterday there were loads of guys trying to short in this area, and there are probably still guys thinking that it's going to continue to the downside. Look, one saying it's not going to hold. It won't hold the 1300. Now you can imagine if there's thousands of other traders that are thinking like that. Okay, well, let's see if this pattern holds, and if this pattern doesn't hold, then we're looking for another leg to the downside to confirm a new start of the W formation. Okay, this is what you're waiting for, guys. This is trading. Trading is about sitting on your hands. Don't think trading is about always getting in. Yeah, well, it is, okay, but you're getting in for a shorter period of time, you know? For example, I would have taken a trade at the touch of the M2 and my profit target would have been the 50-day moving average, and then I would have been out of my trade, done. You know? But a lot of people, they want to, you know, they want to see Ethereum rise, massive rise, you know? Now look, we've got 4 minutes until the next candle, okay? If this candle's got such strength to push it all the way down and it's touched yesterday's low, the next candle might even attempt to come and tap the yesterday's low again, but it should reverse back. You know, based on what I understand about the markets. You know, that's my opinion. This is purely for educational purposes, guys. Don't take any trades, guys. This is not an area for you to be trading. You never trade the peak formation. You trade as price is coming away from the peak formation. Always away. It's this, the second leg is what you're interested in. We ain't even formulated the middle part of the W formation completely. Okay? That's what you're waiting for. All right? You trade after the peak formation. You can even trade here, guys. Look, You've got the W formation. When it forms and breaks out and makes level 1, you can trade the first retest of level 1. Okay? Oh, look at that. Have you seen that pattern before, guys? There you go. W up, and there we go. Well, this is what we're waiting for right here. We are waiting for that pattern to emerge. Downside. Okay. Middle. Come back. Are we in line for a big W? Johnny, how you doing? New guy. How you doing? Johnny, I'm a holder of Ethereum. End of February. That's quite a decent time, Maybe. Happy days if it does. Crypto man, I agree with you. No chart is on the 15-minute time frame, guys. 15 minutes. Sum 182, how you doing? Hugo, you entered at M2. Man, you're a brave guy. I like you. That's one thing you don't have a problem with, man. You don't hesitate. That's a fine skill to have in trading. You don't allow yourself to develop this information process. What's it going to be? Is it going to hit this? Is it going to hit that? Trading this pattern here, okay? Waiting for this pattern eliminates that, okay? But you, Hugo, you say to yourself, okay, I see a W formation potentially forming. Let's see if it's right. I'll enter at M2. Done. You know how much you're going to lose, and you accept that. So you let the trade play out. Let's see what happens. What was the price that you entered at? That'll be really good to know. Cody, how you doing? Guys, look, remember, if you're trading, you do not hold a trade, okay, that hasn't seen a profit for more than 2 hours. Okay, you do not do that. Protect yourselves, all right? Now let's look at what she's doing. Right, we've got 1 more minute, a minute and a half before a new candlestick is printed. This big sell-off, okay, should have triggered a lot of stops and made people think that Ethereum's going to go down lower. If that was the true intention of the market makers, the next candle will send it up. And this is what you got to understand, guys. We're operating in uncertainty. Okay, yeah, okay, I've come on this live, I've done this channel, and, I'm providing you guys a service as such, okay, and helping you guys out. Now, we're learning, and I'm learning, I see these patterns all the time. Do they play out every single time? No, it's not designed to play out every single time. It's designed to make you try and catch the ones that do work, Hugo, 1288 was your entry. You went long at 1288. Okay, so Hugo went in at 1288. That's Hugo's entry. Okay. Yeah, this is it. This is it, one. You're not always going to draw the right W. You can only go by what is happening. Like, so we've come back down. We've come back to the 50-day. Could that be the right move? No. So we reevaluate. I mean, look, this is what happened here. All right. Let me find that chart. Okay. Here you go. This chart here, one for you, mate, okay, is this. You see this W here? We can still trade these Ws, all right? They just don't last long. We're traders. Our position is we get in and we get out. There's this W. W there, formed, it hit the 50-day, pulled back. Next W. W formed here. Well, this was an inverted head and shoulders, okay? And it formed and it came up to here. We then had an M pattern and it came all the way back down, okay? This is in the live streams that we were doing last week. And then we caught this big W here, all right? Which looked like it had an M. You see how they throw you off? And then we rode this in the lives. Up, level 1, close. Level 2, okay? Reset, W formation. There's that formation. I think that was on Wednesday last week, okay? we caught this move. Or when Elon put that tweet out, we caught the W formation, up it went. Hit the M formation, came back down. We thought that this was a W formation. Didn't work out. Okay? And now we are where we are. You know? So it's always going to change for us. And, you know, you've got to come to the acceptance that you're not always going to be able to draw a W. There's always a variation on the theme, man. You know, there's always going to be a variation on the theme. What's going on here? Ooh, look at that. Tapped yesterday's low again. Here we go. Let's see what she does. Let's see what it does, guys. You know, let's see. Some things come out in terms of news-wise that's triggering Ethereum's move. Let's look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? See, we are really where Bitcoin, Elon spoke last time. That's where we are right now. Let's see what happens. You know, 1281. India's banning crypto. Johnny, don't go. India's it's a big place, man. A lot of money in India. Here we go. Let's see what she does. I mean, guys, Ethereum could just completely wipe it off the chart and trade down lower, you know, but we're not going to know until that happens. Right now, we can only operate in this area. Is the M2 area going to hold? We're waiting for that to hold. Is this a W formation in play? Let's see. Ethereum has been dropping for the past 1, 2, 3 days as such. And you know what they say, the cycle, 2 days down, 1 day up. And they literally would use VPN. We've hit yesterday's low again. Look, they pinned the low. They did exactly the same. This is consistent with what they call railroad tracks, you know. And we look at the we look at the TDI as well. Is at the market base, it's crossed over. We ideally want it to bounce from here. But let's see what happens. Because this candle didn't close strong below here, this candle's gone in again, and it's going to look to try and take it out. We want it to trail back up, come back down. So we're expecting break, retest, continuation. Can you imagine how many guys right now are like, look, short Ethereum, you know? Now, if the market makers behave the way they behave, they will reverse this. Fast move is a false move. You know, I've seen it plenty of times. In the Forex market, they do it all the time. Crypto, like I said, it's very news orientated. I ain't going to give anyone false hopes here, guys. We are trading and we are watching what Ethereum is doing right now. You know, and we can only judge by what it's doing now. Johnny's got the right idea. No worries, one. Hey, Ray. No one can convince me. Scotch for me again. Wow. Bettina, everyone's got. That's what the other YouTube moon boys told me we'll do, and I threw money on it at a prayer with no research of my own. Ah, man. Ooh, look at that. It's taken yesterday's low. Something's coming out. Something is coming out, guys. Careful, guys. This could be a big pin bar. I have to watch the stream on the phone. Oh my God. Holding my breath for 7 minutes. Guys, you can't be trading emotionally, guys. Well, if you guys look, if we're waiting for a pattern to play out, okay, then you know, until it completes, we don't need to be placing no trades. Right now, okay, it looks like this W, okay, may not come into play. So now we have to wait, okay? We now have to wait. Is this going to be the 3 pushes to the low and then change the direction? Let's see. You know, what's the hour time frame doing? Ah, there you go. Now the hour is showing. So where are we at right now since it last came into play? We are near now, okay, guys. We've got the previous peak formation potentially being tested, okay? We've got that area here, all right? So something has to happen here with Ethereum, all right? Has to come into play. 1, 2, 3. So level 1, level 2, level 3. We are expecting a peak formation. We are expecting it to stay in this area here and then return to the upside. But right now, there's money coming in here. They're pushing it down. Look at that, man. Is the 800 in sight? The 800 nowhere to be seen. It's right there. Getting lower. Guys, sit tight. Oh my God. Thank you, Kenobi. No worries, man. Yeah, it tapped 75. Oh God. No, not now. Not now. It's not. Well, now it's complete. This would be deemed as such a continuation reset. You know, we're now waiting for it. This could be what this is happening. That's exactly what's happening right now. That is exactly what is happening. Okay, break from here. Shit, I mean, excuse me. So you've got pullback, retrace, continuation, entry point or entry point here. You know, the retraces of the 200-day and the 50-day. That's a strategy that you can apply, guys. If you looked at that chart, you would see that this is a strategy, but we're not about that strategy yet because you guys need to understand the fundamentals of the W's and the M's. Because if you were to trade this, this could have effectively become a W, okay, and you would have been trapped in this continuation trade and it would have bounced back up. Look, there's two strategies to it. You can either trade the W formation if it plays out, or you play the retest to the 50-day and down, okay? But you know, I'm getting into areas where, you know, I'm jumping 2 steps forward. Don't want to do that yet. We're just looking for W's and M's. Right now we're just playing the W's. I ain't trade this. No chance. Louis, seen a bit, man. You keep trying to zoom on my chart. Tino. My full name's Constantino. Okay. Ether's going to give you nightmares tonight. It shouldn't give you nightmares, really. It shouldn't. Remember, guys, this strategy it's ideally for short-term trending, okay? Trading. You know, don't be holding thinking it's going to be doing the moon movements or take out wild areas. No, it isn't going to do that. I mean, we are right now, right? Where are we? Okay, the average daily range is down here. So we are at the middle point of its daily range. Okay, so we're not really gone anywhere. Do you understand, guys? In the grand scheme of things, we're not really going anywhere. We're still near the pivot point, you know? And until we break completely and head towards M1, M2 right now is being tested. M2 is being tested. So if M2 is going to be tested, we are expecting it to go down, up, pull back, continuation in order for the M2 to survive. What is the target of this breakdown if it confirms? The target point, well, you're trading guys, if you're going to be trading, okay, right, in order to work out what a profit position or a target profit is based on this strategy, you just trade the pivot points, trade the midpoints, S1s, S2s, S3s, S4s, you know, M1, you know, M2 to M1, you know, M3 to M2 or M2 to M3. But before you do all of that, the pattern has to come into play. You have to see this formation, okay? You're either waiting for a W formation or you trade this pattern, which is, you know, look, it's dropped, retrace, continuation, okay? In the grand scheme of things. But you've got to be careful with this continuation. You set your stop here, okay? And then you enter. Done. Happy days. You know, that's what an ideal scenario would be. But we're talking about cryptocurrency, guys. Remember, it's cryptocurrency. You know, it's not like Forex. You know, it's not like Forex. I mean, we had Forex. Look, Kiwi Yen. We're expecting Kiwi Yen to keep going down to the downside. Okay, it's now doing it right here. Look, look, Kiwi Yen. We've got level 1 M form peak formation up here. Bang. Okay, it's now going to go touch the 50-day. And come back down. Tomorrow we'll have a look, okay? Tomorrow we'll see peak formation, it'll come back down. This is what we're expecting. We're expecting drop, rise, drop, okay? I'm going to take a screenshot of that, done. That's purely for my work. This is what I do. I take screenshots all day, every day. You know, look, you can see the side, look how many there is there. Keep doing that. That's something that you guys need to get into the habit of to determine levels. Okay, so we ping the low. We may have set the Asian range. This sets the Asian range, Asian high and the Asian low. How low will it go? Dude, you know, we know it when it changes, You know, I can't tell you how low will it go. I can only tell you guys that if it hits the M2 and doesn't confirm support here, then we'll be looking, the next near-term area could be M1. But who knows if it's going to go to M1? Okay, who knows? What we want to see also as well, guys, you can see the TDI here. We had divergence, okay? Something's going to change. This is a fast move, you know? This is a fast move. This is a fast move to the downside. Fast move is a false move. The TDI right here, okay, it may even touch the volatility band, or it might actually just return, make its way back up. It might calm stuff down, you know? The principle of the pivot points is that M2 equals M4, M3 equals M5, M1 equals M3, and vice versa, you know? Crypto man, exactly. That is a lot. That is a lot being sold off at once, but is it being sold off? In order to sell something, someone has to buy it back. Remember that. When someone sells something, they are buying it back. We are in, and I don't care what anyone says, we are in the buyer's market. You know, the market that's in control right now are the buyers, not the sellers. The buyers are in control. And the sooner you accept that, okay, and then you'll sooner you understand it, you'll see a difference in your trading. Asia gives us Corona, and now they give us. Come on, man. Michael, you talking to me? In denial? I'm not in denial. I'm going by what the price, how markets work. You know, you think that, you know, we're going into 3 red candles, we're in a bear market. Well, what's a bear market? A bear market is when people are selling, and in order for someone to sell something, someone has to buy it back. So who's in control? There you go. Of course, you can make money in the bear market, you know? Now we will see in 15 minutes if we're correct. Look, if I'm correct, I'm correct. If I'm not correct, so what? You know, we're operating in a market of uncertainty. You can't judge my ability as a trader if I'm telling you that Ethereum, okay, is not going to hold this area and go back to the upside to the moon. That's bull, like, you know, that's bull, you know? In trading, right, you've got to understand we operate in uncertainty. There's nothing guaranteed. There's no guarantee that price is going to go one place or another. We can only go by what it's doing right now. If we're in a bear market, we're in a bear market. But you have to understand the dynamics of what makes a market. When someone buys something, it means someone sold it to them. All right? And when someone sells something, it means someone's buying it. I, Mr. Okay, why we're not in the bear market? Okay. Say why we're not effectively in a bear market. And what on the charts are you looking at? Okay. If you really want to take it to that aspect, let's go to the monthly chart. Where are we? Is that a bear market? On the principle of bull and bears. Price is all the way up here, dude. And look, that doesn't look like a bear market to me in terms of the buying, you know, the way people see the markets. You know, the average investor looks at the price of a stock, sees it at an all-time high, wants to buy it. That shows me that we are really quite high. I don't see any bear activity here. Do you? No. Maybe here, down to here is a bear market. Okay. But in terms of a trend, you know, for a trader, okay, for me, I'm not interested in such long terms. I mean, look, this is a quick sell-off. I'm looking to make profit on the quick return, you know? You're asking me for the almanac, my friend. You know, that's not what it's about. You're asking me for the almanac. It doesn't make sense. You know, how can we not? If you understand the principle of markets, okay, you'll know that when someone buys something, it means someone is selling it to them. You think that when someone sells a contract, it floats about and no one takes claim to it. No, when you're selling, you're buying to cover. That means the market makers are buying it from you. They're buying it from you at that price with the intention of selling it back to you at a lower price. That's what your plan is. Okay. But when market makers get effectively by someone short, okay, they are going long. So as long as price is going up, okay, it's in their favor. As long as it's going down, it's in your favor. And what market makers do is they send price down enough so they can trap enough traders into the belief that we're in a bear market, and then they change the trend. And then the bear market guys say, oh, maybe not, we're not in the bear market, we're actually in the bull market now. So the way they throw bear and bull markets around is, they're convinced it's a bear market. Then if tomorrow price jumps up 1,000 points, we're in a bull market now. Do you understand? But no one's really paying attention to what constitutes a market transaction. When you buy, someone's selling. When you sell, someone's buying. We haven't been told the true way of what a market is. Yes, but in 2017, my friend, we didn't have PayPal. We didn't have institutions stepping into Ethereum or Bitcoin. So you can't really compare the past 3 years of what happened 3 years ago to now, because previous doesn't predict what's going to happen now. There wasn't that much. What was the market cap of Bitcoin 3 years ago? Okay, or should I say the crypto world 3 years ago, and compare it to now? It's a different ball game. So it's flawed to assume that. But we're having a discussion, my friend. You can be right, I can be wrong. You know, I don't take no glory in being right with crypto. My space is Forex. You know, I know everything I need to know about Forex. I understand the cycles. I know what's a market and what isn't a market. I'm in for a trade for 2 hours, okay? And if I make profit, I'm out. If I continue to make profit after 2 hours, happy days. But my time scale is different. I'm a day trader. I couldn't care less what the market's doing over a period of 6 months, because I'm looking at, getting in now and taking it all the way back up to the mid Asian range. I see a big candle like this. That tells me they're not selling. They're creating the illusion that they're selling to induce people to come into the market. So they go short. And in return, they're creating the liquidity for the market maker. The market maker's creating the liquidity to get his longs at lower prices. And then he's going to return the price back up, fast move, false move. That's what it is. And the thing is, your logic and your theory of what constitutes a bear market, it doesn't match mine, because I'm talking about market makers' logic, the logic they don't tell people. It's completely two different things. You're very, very overbought. Okay. Okay. Monday is a terrible day for trading. And if anyone tells me it's not, then I'll explain why it is. Asian, you're not, no, bro, listen, don't get it wrong, man. Nah, man, listen. Look, there's no attack in here, bro. Okay? There's no attack in here, and I get where you're coming from. You're being realistic, but you're basing your realism on false information. It's the wrong thing. Look, when you understand that a bear market is really a buyer's market, and a seller's market is really a buyer's sorry, a buyer's market is really a seller's market, and a seller's market is really a buyer's market, you'll understand. Why do they say buy on rumor, sell on news? Rumor has it, price is dropping. Sell on news, it's rising. Oh, look, Ethereum's at its all-time high. There's the news. Yeah? You ain't buying at an all-time high, my friend. Why do institutions want things to be cheaper? Because they're not going to go and buy at the highest possible price. Are you mad? It doesn't make sense. The economics of it don't make sense. I said it earlier on. I don't know if you were in the live. in my opinion, let me just say this. I said it earlier on. Would you go to an appliance store, you know, like Curry's, or go and buy a TV? I'll help you, Mr. Ed. Don't worry. Let me say this to you, okay? So we're on the same page, and this is good, okay? If you were to go to a TV store and ask the guy at the counter and say, I'd like to buy a 70-inch TV, he'd say, okay, let me take you. He then takes you to a 70-inch TV and he says that this TV is £700, okay? And you say to him, well, I want to pay more. All right, then cool. Well, what do you want to pay? I can give you TV. No, I want to pay £1,000 for this TV. Why? Because I think it's good. You know, I heard my friend say it's a really good TV. It's £1,000. I want to pay £1,000. The guy's going to look at you and think, what the hell? And that's what market makers are. You know, they will never buy something that's expensive in their eyes. They will never buy something at an all-time high. All right? They will always buy at the lows, and they will always push price to the lows because they can gather more. In order for a market maker to obtain a contract, it has to be sold or bought. And they need people's liquidity to achieve that. Okay? So what price do we need to break to be officially in the bear market, in my opinion? Okay? This is the problem with investors and traders these days. They believe that it has to be a specific price. Okay? We're in bear markets and bull markets. Let's look at a 1 minute time frame. Where are we? Okay? Look at this. We're in a bear market. All right? 5 minute. Where are we? On the 5 minute time frame, Ethereum has just zoned out of the TDI. Okay? That looks like a bear market. Okay? Cool. We agree. A bear market. 3 candles to the low. 3 candles to the low. A bear market. 30 minute. 1 candle doesn't constitute a bear market. We look at the previous cycles. Is that a bear market? We look at this sideways consolidation. I'm not seeing a bear market. I'm getting to my point, my friend. Wait there. Hour completely rejects the Asian low here and completely shows support in this area here. Okay, we are still in the peak formation from this point here. Okay, we go to the 4 hour time frame. We ain't even broken the 50-day yet. We ain't even tapped completely taken out the 50-day. We're not even at the 200-day. Go to the daily. We ain't even anywhere near the 50-day moving average. Weekly. I'm not seeing a bear market. You see my point, okay? Who's to say that it's not going to go down? I'm not saying it can't go down. Don't get it wrong. But I'm not looking at this from this point of view. The only time frame I'm looking at is a 15-minute time frame, okay, and an hour time frame. I'm looking at what it's going to do in the next hour, 45, 3, 4 hours, okay? I'm trading this pattern, retrace continuation. That's my pattern, that's my formation, okay? I'm waiting for a W to appear. Is this my middle of my W? Who knows, you know? But this is the idea. We're waiting. We're waiting for the market makers to show their hand. Do I see bullish divergence at the moment or bearish? Well, where do you consider bullish divergence? So for example, here we go. If we look at the TDI on here, the RSI, sorry, all right? Well, I'm not seeing, on what time frame, my friend? I've never heard of that. Prosperity Consciousness by Frederick Lerman. No. Bailey, elaborate. I've never heard of that. Yeah, Mr. Redder, please tell me, I mean, on what time frame are we talking about the divergence? The 4 hour time frame. Okay. I don't trade on the 4 hour time frame. Okay. Also, Mr. Redder, there is something that you do need to know. Okay. You don't know that my forte is scalping. Okay, so I can't, have to be fair here. And in no way are we like having a dispute. I'm attacking you or you're attacking me. That's like you're trying to tell me about divergence on a 4 hour time frame where I trade off the 1 minute, the 15, and the hour. And the hour time frame to me as a scalper is like you looking at the monthly chart. It's such a big time frame for me. Okay, so if I pull up the 4 hour time frame purely for the purpose of education, okay, where is your divergence? Okay, so ping, ping, ping. I mean, if we consider the overall where we are in price, we close the gap there. Okay, 4 hour divergence on the RSI. Are we looking at the RSI or the CCI? What are we looking at? Are we looking on RSI divergence? But Mr. Redder, that's my point, my friend. The market makers want people to trade in those moments. That's how they get people to trade. That's how they get people to buy into it. RSI, okay, cool. That's how they get people to buy into it. When you see Bitcoin dropping, now that Bitcoin's able to be traded on exchanges, people can now short Bitcoin. They're loving it, you know? If Ethereum is going to an all-time high, they're going to be buying it. The market makers create the illusion that something great is happening. We can profit, we can profit. There are only two things that the market makers need to influence in order to get people to put their money on the line: fear and greed. Right now, greed is coming into play. All right? Greed is coming into play. Hi, Mom. Yeah, as they say, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. That's the same, okay? Mr. Redder, please do not confuse my passion as a means of attacking you, my friend. I'm very passionate about this, and it's you do get this all the time. Someone will say, we're in a bear market, get your facts right. Well, who are you to determine that? And who am I to determine we're not? You know? And as Schmo said it just now, we can drop 40% in crypto and we can gain 60% in crypto. Okay, the volatility in crypto is great, but you have to be really a specialist at understanding cycles and behavior in price for you to really play with that double-edged sword. This is why I'm trying to master and completely master Forex. By me coming into the crypto space and applying what I know in Forex in the crypto space, it's just going to bring that level of mastery to another level. Okay, so it's, we have to adapt. All right. But back to what we were saying on the 4 hour time frame, the divergence on the RSI. I mean, I'm looking at the RSI here, okay? Divergence, I mean, making a high, I wouldn't say that was the high because it hasn't taken anything out here. I mean, divergence in what aspect? Where are we looking at? There's no high that's been here. I mean, we're looking here, no. I mean, when the divergence for me is this, okay? Here is divergence. On the 4 hour time frame, I need to find it. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it at the highs or the lows. Oh, here we go. Here's divergence, my friend. Okay. Peak out, the RSI rises out the volatility band, okay, at that high. And then at this high, because that previous high did it, it came back in. There's your divergence, your RSI divergence, okay? Now, for this RSI divergence to be confirmed, we need to take out this previous area here, okay? And more importantly, we need to take out this point here, okay? Do I expect 100K Bitcoin? Oh, man, now you're asking for mooning criteria here, man. I can't tell you if Bitcoin's going to go to 100K. Well, now we're testing. Now we're looking to test. Where are we at? 15 minute. Okay, let's stay here. 2K profit. No, that's good, Ken. Good, Ken. Screenshot this, you know. I'm doing it. I'm screenshotting it, bro. I'm screenshotting it and I'm going to send that to the Discord. Mr. Redderman, you know, enough respect to you, bro. Enough respect to you, man. And it, please, one more time, in no way, shape, or form, you know, do I want you to confuse my passion for this as a means of me attacking what you said to me. Please don't make that mistake. You know, if I can get someone to understand the concept that is being hidden from everyone, okay, I'm going to put my will into it and make sure you understand it because it makes sense. The physical element of it makes sense. One more time, when the price is dropping, it's not dropping because the sellers are in control, the buyers are in control. You know, who just said it? Hong Kong sees price of Ethereum at this low rate. Nice. Tokyo, Sydney have now set up they've set up the floor for Hong Kong. Okay. You know, we could see a change back to the upside. Look, it's pinged the low here. It was trading low, broke out, continued again. We could now be forming a new W. Let's see what happens, guys. You know? Well, in that same context, my friend, okay, look at the credibility of this guy. Okay. Is he talking to you about what is happening in a chart in real time? And I'm not discrediting Crypto. He's made his claim to fame, you know, by I don't know how. You know, if anyone can enlighten me on it, please let me know. Okay. But if he's done it because he made great calls or he just held a lot of coins at one point in time and now they are really expensive and he holds a lot of them, fair play to the guy, you know? But it's not really great giving people false expectations that it's going to go from 18k to 70k, 70k down to 100k. Man, they're just as good as market makers, you know? I can appreciate that, Mr. Redderman, you know? I can appreciate that. It can be confusing. Why don't you ever hear anyone talking about dollar yen like that? Or, you know, Kiwi yen? Why doesn't Forex get that same hype? Why? Because it's a machine and it's designed to transfer money from the guys who ain't patient to the guys that are. It's from one bank to another. Cryptocurrency is full of someone talking and hyping, you know? Cryptocurrency is the true form of supply and demand. You know, it's at its organic stage. If Elon says Bitcoin, it rises. I want more of it because Elon says so. You know, if Warren Buffett says, nah, no chance, I'll never invest in cryptocurrency. It's corrupted. It's not going to work. A lot of guys are going to listen to that, you know? Crazy, man. It's crazy. I just can't believe it, man. People like, and you know what? I like it when these guys call out fake gurus and shit like that. Excuse me. Yeah, this is it. I can't. You know, good luck to the guy. He does one thing, everyone else does another. They have opinions of where they think price will go, you know? And that's the nature of the game, guys. You know, it's all about calling it out. And if it happens, it happens. The credit goes to them. If it doesn't happen, no one talks about it. You know? It's a classic thing. Yeah, Buffet is has the Bitcoin monthly candles closed yet? Quan. Guys, the monthly candle, 4 minutes Hong Kong. Let's see what Hong Kong does. Mr. Redder, what I would tell you is never buy or sell based off a YouTuber, a YouTube chat. You must understand. Yeah, guys, I ain't giving those. I'm not giving anyone financial advice. I'm giving you my perspective on how the markets behave at certain points in time. You know, no way would I want you guys to make any purchases on my recommendations. If I was going to do that, I would say to you guys, okay, you pay me for a service and I will give you a clear-cut service of buy and sell entries. That's not what I'm about, guys. I'm here to educate you guys on understanding what is happening on the charts, you know? Enough respect to you, Redderman, and I hope you come back in again, bro. I do hope you come back in again because we've got a tight-knit community here. You know, everyone looks after everyone in here. Please join the Discord, bro. The Discord link's at the top. Now we're seeing we may have the initial Asian range. We may have the low of the day. We may have it, guys. You know, we'll see what happens. Because it's calmed down. Do you know what, Redder, man? That's something that you need to address, my friend. You need to come out of that. Because that's going to just be reflected in your trading from the day get-go. Okay? Two seconds, guys. Okay. Well done, Kenobi. Okay, Hong Kong. Make me happy. Yeah, Mr. Redder, man, get yourself involved in Discord, you know? was not shy. Let's see what happens, guys. And Mr. Redman, I've got some videos on YouTube, okay? In the channel playlist under It's All in the Mind. Go visit that, man. Hopefully you can get something from it. The YouTube channel is there, guys, just so I can give you my experience. You know, I'm no professional. You know, all right, I hold a degree in finance, but that's it. That doesn't mean anything. I've got 10 years in this game. I've looked at charts for the best part of 10 years, guys. You know, I've been on dates before where the girls thought I was cheating on them because I was always on my phone, and they were like, "Who you texting?" And I showed them these lines on the chart and they're like, "What on earth is that, you weirdo?" You know, I'm obsessed with this game. In order for me to become a master at it, I have to give it the time. And I have to absorb and learn every day, guys, every day. Yeah, crypto wealth isn't here today, man. I was very reluctant to do this channel, guys. Straight up with you now. Very reluctant to do it because I thought, you know, would anyone be even interested in wanting to know, you know, to understand the markets? And I just see all sorts online, and all you see, guys, is just uploading videos about their lifestyle and putting everything out there. And that's not what people want to see, bruv. Yeah, okay, I can see you've reaped the rewards of your, of your trading ability as such. But, reward people, give them what you know, because it wasn't yours in the first place. You may have committed the time to it, but, don't dangle a carrot and be like, this could be you, only if you buy my course, you know? We need to help each other, guys, because it's a grind out there for people, man. I place a trade and I look at what I earn in an hour and I say to myself, what would I have to do to earn that money in a normal job? That's why I'm grateful for whatever the market gives me. And I've lost a lot of money to appreciate that, you know? Always, always, always respect your efforts of work. Always, man. Never undermine the value of your time when it's exchanged for money. The next time you look at, when you're going to buy yourself a coffee and a cake, that's £8. Well, ask yourself what you need to do to earn that money. Just have a little bit of respect for your value of time, for you, for what you have to do in an hour to achieve that income. Listen, guys, what I'm going to be doing, okay, is the Discord is currently in its development phase where we're going to be uploading videos on how to install the indicators I use. I mean, the indicators are there already, but I'm going to be doing videos on how to install it, okay? Like literally a step by step, but I'm trying to do it as fast as I can. And, I'm doing these lives every single day, guys, just giving you guys value. I don't want there to be effectively like a stale live. I always want to keep it interesting and just keep bringing it to you guys, because every day is different. We're looking at things differently every day. Kenobi, man, you're a kind guy. We're all made in the image of God. I'm not preaching here, guys, but principally, we're all made in the image of God. If I'm helping you, I'm helping God. My business is with God. God rewards me. And how he does that? Well, I leave that to him. I read the markets in a certain way that helps me sustain a living. There's my reward. Do I need to televise that? No. Do I need to bring an evil eye onto me? No. You know? The problem is with the guys, the moment they put up a video on YouTube or on Instagram of them in a car or with the women, it has to be maintained. Right? You've just elevated your cost. I ain't about liabilities, man. I'm about assets. You need to accumulate assets. You know? Would you like the idea of buying something and knowing straight away it's lost its value? How does that make sense? You know, you buy something at £1,000 and the second you leave the store, you've lost 50%. That doesn't sit right with me. That's economics 101. Am I bullish or bearish on Ethereum short term? Johnny, define short term for me. Are we talking in terms of the minute chart, 5 minute, 15? Are we talking in terms of hours, weeks, days? You know, I need to know because it's such a vague question. It's like saying to a taxi driver, where do you want to go? And saying to him, anywhere. Where's he going to take you? He's just going to keep driving. So tell me in what respect? Guys, I'm going to be telling you straight now. This yellow line here is the mid-range for the Asian session, okay? This is the Asian high, which sits in line with the pivot. This is the Asian session low, okay? Usually when these get laid out, it determines the rest of the week, okay? It determines the initial range. To be honest with you, Casper, I didn't know that happened, you know? I didn't know that happened. I don't look at the news of anything in crypto because I know it's going to come from everywhere and everywhere, and I'm going to be continuously researching. I do not want to get myself into that position where I'm looking at every single comment that could be made. Okay? If I see something on the chart, I know I'm going to be able to get in at a right time. Correct. Shmo, that's exactly what it is, bro. $2K. I mean, look, if it doesn't look for me, Johnny, okay, if Ethereum, okay, does not take out this area here, okay, then you do the math. We'll start talking about Ethereum dropping when it breaks this area here. Till then, I'm not interested in it. If we get to this area here and Ethereum and this area is looking to be tested, okay, we could see things in a different light. All right? We could see things in a different light, but you've got to remember it trailed up from here. Okay? It's coming back. Let's see what all the Fibonacci enthusiasts are going to say about this. Where are we at? Oh, look at that. We've just broken out of the 61.8 point. Funny how market makers like to get busy in this area here. You know? Funny that is. They exploit that. You know? We've all been told a lie, guys, straight up. You've all been told a lie. I've been told a lie. You've been told a lie. And people still continue to tell a lie. You know? See, and you got to understand when you see this red candle, guys, as well, because it's such a fast candle, price needs to recover to that area. It needs to normalize the market. Okay? It will recover this area here because it has to normalize the market. Jad Mortada. Hello, Jad. You look like you've obviously come into the live. I don't know how long you've been in the live. Okay? But my prediction for Ethereum in mid-February is whatever price it's going to be in mid-February. That's exactly what my prediction is. It will be at a price in mid-February that we will deem as good or not. I can't tell you, my friend. You know, And this is the problem with the industry. Everyone's always out for trying to find the person that that's going to say to them, you know, what's it going to be in mid-February? I mean, I could take the role of a moon guy. You know, I can be a moon YouTuber and like, guys, I'm calling it out now. Ethereum's going to go to 60K. Get Ethereum. Like, what is that? You know, doesn't make sense to do that. You know? Oh, so was that a trick question, Jad? You trying to literally, guys are toying with me, man. What are you doing? You got to look at it like this, guys, right? Realistically, when someone says it's going to get to a price, we have to consider it in the time frame that they're saying it within. Okay, so even if they say, will Ethereum get to 2K in February? Okay, that's, well, we are pretty much in February now, or mid-February. Well, 2K, from now until then, how much is that? I need to scroll the chart even more. Do you understand why it's wild to say how far it is? Do you understand? Because everybody knows, right? The cycle that has to happen is this. W formation, rise, drop, peak formation, drop, rise, W formation. Now this can happen like this. Okay. They can do that all day, every day. Okay. Now, how long that takes, it's up to the market makers, man. It's completely up to them. Like this bullshit. It was fun. I sold all my Ethereum. Brittany. The bold head Brittany candle. Oh. Look, man, we took out, so what we thought was here, we thought that this was a W peak formation. Okay, this is what we thought. All right, we can effectively redraw it as such. Okay, if we consider that this is the bigger W, okay, we could come down here and this be our first leg. If we're looking at the bigger W, I mean, I could take this as a W, up, down, up, but it all depends on how you see it and where you want to see it from. Yo, AMG, what's good? One last shakedown before the pump. I'm liking people talking now. I like it how you guys are talking about it now. Because normally most guys will be talking about selling, you know, and after a few days in the live, you guys are starting to see how the market maker's behavior works. Now you're thinking when it's selling off is now a good time to buy, not because of it being cheap, it's because you understand the concept that market makers are buying right now. Can I draw the tattoo for now? Okay, here's the tattoo, guys. Shouldn't really call it a tattoo, but hey. When did you? I brought in at 1400. You always be careful with buying the dip as well, guys. Buying the dip in relation to what? Always be careful when you're buying dips. All right. Look. Here you go. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Where's price going every time we buy the dip, guys? It's just going down, go back up, down, and before you know it, it's dropping. You know, look, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. You're averagely costing down. Sorry. When you think you should sell, you should buy instead. Correct. When you think you should sell, you should buy. Because this is what this is what you've got to do. You have to do, every time you ask yourself a question, you need to counter it with the opposite. You know? Wicked Vasek, man, how you doing, bro? Okay, guys. Right. Next 10 minutes, I'm going to be closing up the live. Okay. So try and make it like a nice short one. All right. Because I've got to get you guys these videos to understand these indicators. But I guess the takeaway for tonight, guys, is really, you know, now that you've seen as such the fast move to the downside, okay, one or two things could happen here. All right. We are now playing. We are waiting for a formation to happen, guys. All right? We're waiting for a formation to happen. We have to be patient. We don't always have to assume that we have to trade all the time. Now, here is the scenario. If this is the fast move to the downside, the first leg of the W, then principally we are expecting price to return up, come back down, okay, retest, and come back up. Okay, that's what we're expecting from a W formation. All right. Takeaway. Tokyo will mess you up. Yeah, guys, I'd appreciate it, if you like it. That'd be really great. And I just hope that, these conversations that we're having, I hope they're resonating with you. Because conversations like the ones that we're having this evening, you could actually be experiencing in later trading. And you'll think back at them and think, right, look, that guy was like, it's a bearish cycle. What was done to overcome that discussion? What was said for that guy to understand why it may not be a bearish cycle? Or what was discussed in order to understand it, that it was a bearish cycle? There's so many things that you can factor in from these lives. And with these lives, if you're watching them, great. If you're just listening to them, that's even better as well, because you're listening. And I know you guys, you've got the playing in the background, and it's effectively like a live, it's like a visual podcast, and we're learning off these charts and we're watching charts in real time, right? I mean, look, tomorrow, guys, tonight's behavior, tomorrow, there's a lot of people waking up tomorrow, and a lot of people with a lot of money as well. Okay, they may be setting the range up, man. I'm telling you, they may be setting up the range. I'm going to look at where we are with the hour time frame. Okay. As I said to you guys, look, until this peak formation here is taken out, right? Until we see this area here get taken out, all right? We ain't, Ethereum's doing good, all right? We are now level 1, okay? As such, we are level 1 in the cycle, all right? We are now effectively waiting for level 2 to confirm its move to the upside, okay? Only if, all right, this holds, because we could also see a reset where price drops completely, which would reset the cycle from here to here, all right? So we're just waiting for this area here to show its hand. Have we got effect? I mean, you could also look at this, guys, look. You could say that this was an M pattern. You say that was an M pattern. It all depends on how you trade it in the perspective, okay? You see what I mean? But it's about finding the right M's and the right W's, I mean, look at what Ethereum's doing now. We said earlier on that that red candle would be recovered. Okay, here's the box. This doesn't happen by accident, guys. It will always try and recover the abnormal behavior. The fast move is the false move. Look, red candle recovered. It always has to do that. Bjorn, how you doing?